fitting that we go all the way, and how fitting that Fnatic play another long series. They are on the rise. A final in Shanghai, a final here that they can steal from Liquid. And they're going to do it with speed. It's Nitro, then Naf that are already into it. Naf's got two. Nitro gets baited back in. Twist drops. And that means the sandbag's finally clear because Crims is able to trade it off. Naf went down, but Elysian Twists, they're there before, in which they can cross over. It's 1-for-1. Bomb down. This comes to a fight.
They missed the smoke in CT spawn. The bomb will not be salvaged here. It's going to be Crims making his way back. The 1v1 ensues, and it's Twist with a huge upper hand here. Crims suggesting he's going all the way back. He currently has 3 kills to his name. Twist with just the 1 as he sneaks away to the ruins.
And that's the perfect position to go in. If he thinks he's going all the way around, then he stays toward tree, he's caught. If he goes back in the site or down banana, he's caught. But if he stays ruins, it covers off both approaches. And in fact, he changes his angle entirely, still sees the bomb, and there's no way into the site unless you confront Twist now. Crims has more kills between the two. He found 3 so far in the round. Twists with only 1. "36 seconds. Bomb, it's the objective, but it's not the factor. Crims has a Molotov. Molotov won't take vision away. Tries to bait the crowd. Cheeky Crims. Sorry, but it's not going to help you this time. He is not flanked around. Let's see what he can get instead. As he looks to the bomb, back exposed, Twist sees him, but that reveals it. It's a hard shot to hit. Crims, he ducks down the water. Now the Molotov throw, but Twist hits the headshot anyway.
Oh, he missed this shot, but he made up for it in the end. Crims tries to deploy that Molotov towards the new boxes, but before it can even land, Twist will strike with vengeance. It's Fnatic. They give the pistol up after they battled valiantly toward the top of B. Crims gets 3 kills in total, comes down to that 1 versus 1. An absolute brawl here. You see the bomb being dropped a few times. I have to say, Fnatic missing that vital smoke in the crossover. That is actually what cost them a second kill. They could have maybe planted, no problem there, but they had to fight tooth and nail in the end. No plant comes through, and Liquid have the advantage. And it's a full eco for Fnatic here, as Twist will do a lot of damage. Next Twist down to 3 HP. Grenades exchange, just trying to find anything they can do towards that A side. JW will sneak out. It's a shot off, but down he goes.
This gets JW indeed. I'm glad that you specified which one, because I'm still confused. Oh, Ian. Is there anyone they haven't told off yet, Henry?
Swagger Soul's up there at the top.
Either way. Crims will go. Broland Twist with him. Low HP already on Twist. He's on 3. Meanwhile, Russell, the other Twists, will wait on the balcony. He spots out the other Twist. It gets confusing, I assure you, but it's not that confusing as per the result of this round. No guns for Fnatic, no plant. Team Liquid taking 2-0 start.
Absolutely true. Fnatic will bring out the AK-47s now, however. Team Liquid with the bonus situation. They were the absolute favorites going into this best-of-5 grand final. But here we are in the 5th and final map. They looked weak on Dust 2. They couldn't get it together with Fnatic. They looked absolutely phenomenal. The young blood of Broland has been consistent throughout. The in-game leader exists with a resurgence of form as they make their way towards B. Fnatic looking to post their first round. And see grenades exchanged. Twist taking the majority of the damage. Even more so now, Suey2K. With the spam through the smoke, and JW could get a similar treatment here. He'll get 1, and Leash pulls it back. 4 versus 3.
Yeah, Leash had to trade that, and that was the design of having 2 players there. Back over toward Banana, though. They help passively Liquid. They're falling into the site. Naf, no smoke down in front of them just yet. There certainly is one available, and there's one in the sky toward Coffins. And Naf on the UMP, not quite able to do much damage, and Stewie's going to try with the MP9. They get forward to the smoke. Good position to be in. It's a bit of a joust when they walk in, but Exist gets Stewie through the smoke, and there's a second one still down that Naf can't see through. Certainly has to allow the plants as Broland gets deeper inside of the site. Rotation required. Elysian Twister on the way. All three have kits, just to note. Good damage.
Well then, you're right about the kit situation. Retake definitely on the cards here. 3 CTs waiting in towards that spawn area. Smoke in. That will block off vision from the banana zone, but all T's are actually on the bomb side itself, and Crims, he's ready to fight. So is Brolan. His precise aim takes off the head of Nafly. Can't find the double kill though, and the retake's still on here. Elige knows there's a player towards new boxes, but Crims just desperately trying to buy time. The crossfire looks incredibly successful, and Twists, he can't hold on either. It will be Fnatic with their first round on the board. 2 players survive, and this exists with 3 kills in the round. Round 4 here. And the money's actually been drained for Team Liquid. $2,000 on Nitro and Elige. Shotgun comes out, remember it is cheaping out. CZs for Twists.
Fnatic get their first round back right away. We'll have our first MP5 of the final, if I recall correctly. There might have been a few, but it certainly hasn't been as pronounced as when it first came back into the scene. The nostalgia was real.
It absolutely was.
The realization that nostalgia is often misguided was very quickly realized as well, though.
Better left in the past.
Yes. Sounds great, though. I'll give it that. I think it's the best sounding gun.
It does feel cool. I think that's the main problem with it. People feel like they're quite stylish when they're using that weapon. It's going to be 2-1 Fnatic. On the comeback trail now. AK-47s and that aforementioned MP5 of Brolan. CZs. And now Brolan looking to open things up. Perfect weapon for close range, but Stewie can hear him on the other side. He's tucked into the half wall right now. Brolan looking to check it. Oh, the shotgun strikes first, though. He's going to smoke down and try and get that MP5. Not going to happen. Falls away on 25 HP. 5 versus 4 now. And now Elige. Boosted towards the quad side. JW checks. I think he spotted the shadow there. Chance for Liquid here. This is their force buy. They've got the opening kill.
Oh, no.
There he is.
He just had the lineup to smoke down and pre-positioned. Nitro walked into a trap. Stewie shotgun, 25 removed, way over toward B. Trying to wrap back in. Twists inside of the site. If they can slow them and cause chaos, somehow Naf gets Crims. Twist now strikes. Shotgun comes back into relevancy because JW stuck in Moto, and Naf and Twist take him down. How does this turn?
There's still a chance here, Matt.
Low HP though, but 45 seconds, bomb down. There absolutely is a chance for Liquid to sort themselves. Twist looks back in with the AK, knows at least there's one inside of the pit. Molotov will bounce. Elige will have enough corner to pull back inside of, but what that means is he's isolated. And Twist doesn't have to play him. He can wrap to the site. Knowing that Elige is limited. Flash out. Spots, but Naf drops off the box. They get the kill. It's 3-1 Liquid.
Well, there it is. It all started with a shotgun kill from Stewie 2K. It was Liquid. I talked about the importance of utility when approaching the banana area. You've got to use the Molotov, the double HEs, and I feel like Fnatic were a little bit too loose in their approach there. We always talk about the trade potential. Nafly pushing out this smoke of the library. They somehow make this eco round work with a little more than a shotgun and a few upgraded pistols. They're 3-1 up now. The 5th and final map of this epic event here in Sydney. Fnatic starting to drop off now, but it is the CT side of Inferno. JW just swallows a grenade. The flames might touch him as well. He'll survive for now, but not for much longer. Naf gets the first frag due to the HE.
Stewie gets run down by Crims. Naf, he wants to walk it out. He's got the AOG still jumping, though, the reset of his aim. He was only able to get back to catch Brolan before Exist capitalized. No smoke, though, still, and Nitro's already around. Bomb drop. They have to cross it. Try and run boost Crims to it. That'll work. Sure. It's information. But they get the first, and Elige walks in to find the low HP. So 4-1. Great recovery, having won on the force buy, and now Elige and the rest of Liquid will start to stretch out that money advantage. 2 AKs still in play, and they go for the AWP as well. There's still guns as well, though, for Fnatic. In fact, Fnatic will have a 4th round bonus.
AWP have a twist on the T side. Same story for Stewie 2K. They couldn't really get going with the weapon on Dust 2. Fnatic now another chance with the full buy, looking towards middle. 3 players at B for Liquid at the start of the round. AWP won't fully commit just yet. Ideally, they want to get Stewie set up at the barrels if that's possible. They're trying to throw grenades now to push the T's back. Brolan, though, he's not dissuaded at all. He's got himself to the half wall. He has been tagged through the wall, though. He gets down to 1 HP. Stewie has no idea, but he lands the shot. He's so unlucky not to get that frag. Misfits crew in the house.
It's going to be a Liege forced back into the site. So even though Brolan's tagged to 1, Fnatic's done a decent job of limiting Liquid's options. The smoke down, though, and Liege knows that that's a move he can take advantage of, and Nitro goes with him. So if they think they've cleared the mid wall, Liquid's done a better job of taking it back. Incendiary down. Liege protects his teammate by catching out Crims. They were trying to punish Nitro. He was caught along the wall. Twist missed the shot, but they knew he was trapped. The team play works. However, JW catches them when they rotate back because getting forward again left the apartments open. Brolan has bomb. He's in tow. They'll leave it with him for bomb because he has 1 HP. He can't take these duels. They'll try and open up the site for him. Twist won't make it easy. Molotov down. Smoke already in position. Extinguishes. JW knows he's going to be in the corner. Finds it instead. But here's the problem. Brolan's now on the balcony and is the last alive. Bomb never even planted.
Liquid looking incredibly strong now. Their CT campaign has been nothing short of spectacular so far. Fnatic will take a tactical timeout. Their first at his 5th map. I can't stress enough that 5 maps to CS on that big stage with so much pressure on the line is agonizing. It can take so much out of you, and it's been a long week of gameplay as well. No days off of this tournament. Back-to-back Counter-Strike.
He's like double armored. He's got chainmail as well. 50%, by the way. Can't imagine you could see a whole lot of those. It's hard to see the screens.
Exactly.
Imagine actually, like, when you used to wear those in battle. Like, you can't see much in general.
Yeah, I guess it's better than a blade to the face.
Debatable, really. So the single AKJW will have. Fnatic are not having much this T-side. Finally, Liquid show some domination. Remember, they have not really. They grinded out 2 victories. But in the maps that Fnatic have won, they've certainly been more convincing. That's off the skybox for NAF. Nade bounce. It's going to touch. Oh, didn't quite go as far as I thought. Twist was the only one that got actually hit by it. So Stewie finds the first. Remember, he had an incredible round in a major final from that position on an op. He doesn't need to do as much this time either because his teammates are there, and Liquid find number 6.
This is looking comfortable now. Liquid cruise control as he finds 6-1. Fnatic on their partial buy get absolutely nothing done there. They will have to buy now. Twist does not purchase the AWP. Only 2 frags to his name. Same story for Brolan. Need those guys to wake up. Round 8. Stewie 2K still delivering on the AWP. He heads towards the B bomb side this time. It's Nafly at the top. He was absent on Dust 2. Good news for Liquid here. As they challenge towards B once again, it's the boost for Stewie at the half wall, but there is a player right next to him. That's Brolan. He said he'd been quiet, but this time he gets the opening frag. 3-man stack for Liquid towards the apartment position. Do they want to push this and try and get a frag in return? Nitro holds patiently, and it's worked out for him. Takes a little bit of damage there, but he shuts down JW. 4-on-4. Brolan low, and Twists and co will get the hell out of there and establish their crossfires and presumably send a player back towards the B bomb site. Currently Nafly alone though, the AWP. Maybe he's fine with that.
Brolan with the smoke still down is going to have another one in front of him because Liege has rotated around. He actually picks up the one that Stewie dropped, so they'll make use of both smokes that were purchased. Remember, when you die, your most expensive grenade falls to the ground to pick up. So that means they still get the full defensive display, despite that they lost the man early.
35 seconds here. They have to commit towards B. It looks so lackluster here. The flash doesn't even affect Naflight. He's got an absolute shooting gallery here looking for his third. It's not going to happen, but now Fnatic actually have a chance to get that bomb planted. It's Twist and Crims with a decoy between them. They do have full HP, but 3 CTs on their way towards the bomb site.
And I admire Naf. Hits the first 2, so why would he not have the courage to go for the third? But he almost might have done well to just stay alive and be a nuisance so that they couldn't get that bomb down, and the rotation gets a little bit closer. Crims, high side emo. Good position to be in because he can instantly drop and respond. He sees shadows, but they can spot him in return, and Twists continues to be in great form.
Well, they've managed to shake off whatever was holding them back on Dust 2. This is looking much better for him.
And speaking of Dust 2 and Twists having the lead, this time it's Naf on 14.
Yeah, and he had a really difficult time on Dust 2. And you can see they're smiling again. They're in the zone at this point. Fnatic, anything but having a nightmare on their T-side, but it's still early days. Yes, it's a scary scoreline right now, but as I always say, T-side of Inferno, you can get yourself 4 or 5 rounds. It's certainly still recoverable. It's not ideal. It's got to dig deep. This happens sometimes. They will have maximum loss bonus and then some. This is your final map, guys. Coming to the end of the first half soon. Retake is absolutely spot on here from Twist. He's not missing a beat at this stage. And the buy comes in from Fnatic. A Mac 10, 3 AKs. Twist looking to get the AWP in the future. He leaves himself on $2,500. He doesn't fully invest here. We'll see what they can do. Suggest something a bit faster. Maybe attack out the apartments with flashbangs. That would make sense with the current buy. As Brolan holds towards B, his standard position.
Nitro on the reverse side of the smoke. If they rush through this, he is alone in this position, but he's got the AK. Oh! The AK, he's got the spray, but again, alone. It doesn't take much to overwhelm. He did do damage onto a third player, but now they've got some ground to work with, and they're already through Arch as well. Elise is going to have to be very careful of that. Thankfully, Naf is fully aware. He wraps back in, and he will not get flanked from library, so Elise stays alive and goes back to the A site.
Yeah, that's one hell of a shot from Naf. Good communication here. Nitro gets 2 before he goes down, and now it's Exist and Crims, one of which is very tagged up. They have a couple of smokes, but Crims knows if there's any chance of winning this round, he needs to crack things open first. No flashes available. This going to have to be raw aim as he makes his way closer and closer towards the A bomb side. With a crossfire, to me, this looks too strong. Elise has put himself in a perfect position to get this first kill, but that's what they were looking for. There's a chance now. This isn't bad at all from Fnatic as Naflight tries to beat the smoke. The nade could do it. Will it be the touchdown? Oh, yes, it will. And Exist is left in a 2 versus 1.
But the bomb crucially is planted. So do not rule Exist out of this. Gets aggressive. He'll take the fight to Naf. He can isolate Stewie as well, who only has the AWP, the pistol. Exist is behind the barrel. He's got the headshot angle, but Stewie runs him down. Oh, and he'll make sure he stays down.
Get him. He wants him to know it was the P2000 that closes it out. Siri 2K doesn't even take a shot. A bit more. There it is. He might as well. The crowd are loving it.
He's a showman. The karma can strike back hard. 8-1. Fnatic have done an incredible job just to get through NIP in the quarters. A tough challenge against NRG, who's been giving them runs in the past. And to get 5 maps in the final, do not discount anything they've done. But right now, Liquid look like they are determined finally to get a victory. Finally to get a Tier 1 tournament and get their name onto a Grand Slam slot.
You can never speak too soon with these boys, Matt. We will see. Right now, it looks absolutely locked in. Double AWP set up for the first time. Nitro will join Stewie 2K. He feels that the money's strong enough to justify this. Round 10. We'll see if JW will be able to detect Twist at the end of the apartments with the AWP backing him up. I don't think he will. It's such a strong setup. The AWP has to deliver. Twist surely going to go down here. The wall bang comes through. 1 bullet will take him down. Oh, what a shot from JW. It's back back and forth we go. Fnatic have a 4-2 advantage, and surely there's no chance of a retake here.
Wow, JW. To take out the Opper, the Twist was trapped. He couldn't go back. The single shot, you said it, through the wall, and he was down. Just when they thought they could escape, and now it's the A site wide open. Exist plant's default. Broland's waiting as well at the bottom side of Banana. There's not a ton of cash built up on the Liquid side. There's certainly enough for one more buy. As Stewie will at least confirm Broland's down, they'll save inside of the ruins.
What a play from Fnatic. That setup on the Team Liquid side, we're seeing more and more teams deploy it. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. This seems like it's such a Hail Mary. Miss one shot and you both could go down, just like we saw. And it's a lot of pressure on the AWP player to hit baited shots, which is the general approach from a T side. They're going to bait out and get information before they commit to it. And it will be Liquid with 2 players surviving at least. That's going to be Stewie 2K and Naf. They're the B players. It makes sense as Fnatic do a great job. Did say this is early days still. Sure, it's a big scoreline. Fnatic just need 5 rounds and they'll be okay. They know that. Big round from JW. Number 11 now. Here's the replay. Oh, that's so filthy as well. He's been playing fantastically well this tournament. Great to see one of the absolute legends of the game stepping up once more. Mac 10 for Broland. And Matt, that's such a clever purchase. They could afford a lot more for him, but there's 3 players without helmets right now. And a map like Inferno, where he can pounce and be flashed in, he can cause a lot of damage to that Mac 10. He's running the gauntlet right now. He's going through the flames. He wants to see what's on the other side here. Might have bitten off more than he can chew at this point. He will fall back, but he has baited out quite a lot of utility and given them map control. Here comes the HE that can also do damage. It bounces off the skybox. Doesn't completely destroy Broland, but does touch him. He's now at 50 HP.
He's rather annoyed, I'm sure, at how much utility got put in his position. Crims, meanwhile, topside mid. Nitro's above. They spotted it. He needs to trade off, and now he has to get away because he's sitting vulnerable, and he has to do something. Good nade. It catches Crims. Back toward Banana, though. Broland still there the whole time, was anchoring. They know they haven't pushed down, but have they rotated off? Has a single kill done enough? Because again, Nitro confirmed that they've walked back down middle. Flower pot boost. Stewie. A foggy day in May. Can't see anything on the entry. Nearly got one anyway. Naf. He's kept his head down. He sees them in the sight. Bides his time. Makes no mistake on Broland, but a flash does mean he can't follow up for a second, and they'll put out a secondary smoke inside of CT. Reboost. They could certainly do so. Could do so, but Twist was ready for that.
This is looking good. Fnatic. They'll have this setup. JW pushes through. It doesn't work out for him. Twist gets the headshot. Exist up high. We'll see if this is going to be enough.
And he starts to consider Banana, which is the right thing to do, but look at this counter smoke. The fact that they smoke Banana, they want them to think they're considering it, which means, why would they consider it if they haven't cleared it? So they actually bait Nitro in through their own smoke, and Exist wasn't ready for that. They get the retake, and they get their 9th.
It will indeed be the 9th, and 3 players survive on the Liquid side. The big execution doesn't work out for them in the end. The Liquid still look very comfortable. It was a successful previous round for Fnatic, but still they only have 2 on the board, and time is running out on their T side. And you can feel the trophy slipping out of their grasp now, and they've worked so hard for it. Another 5-map best of 5 here. AK's will be brought out. Twist can afford the AWP, but he's currently 3 and 11. I don't think that will be the purchase that saves the day. We'll take a timeout here. This one called by Fnatic, of course. Single AWP setup still on the CT side. And with this timeout, we know it means they're going to change things up. They might adapt to this point. If I'm Team Liquid, I might be calling for that aggressive round down towards the bottom of the middle. Start throwing a spanner in the works and whatever Fnatic had in mind. But at least trade out a kill. At least stop it in his tracks before they have a chance to fully execute on you. Timeouts are such an interesting part of the game in terms of psychology. Here's Nitro. Great play, jumping up and managing to take that Exist who was boosted up, and Stewie patient with the AWP. Now will we see any aggression in the CT side? Nitro will look down towards the bottom of the middle for the standard incendiary. It's quite a standard setup, you know. 3 CTs patrolling the A bomb site as Fnatic rotate everyone towards second middle. They've got something up their sleeve. This is the first round. They have not touched Banana at all at the start. Suggests they'll be operating rather quickly here towards A.
Liquid looking for a double-digit lead early on. Or rather, I should say double digits with the lead. It'll be an 8-round lead, but they'll get 10 overall. Smoke already on the balcony, the wall down. Elige gets back inside of the site with Naf. So they've got 2 in the site, 1 in the pit. Twist just needs to stay alive. He spots 1 dropping. Easy pickup. Oh, mid-air Broland. Dead. Crims at least got Twist back, but again, as I mentioned, there's 2 inside of the site. Nitro there as well. They can smoke off and cover the pit all they like, but they're not going to get anywhere near the site with the crossfires that Liquid have. Gun barrel showing though. Exist will force Nitro out, and he catches him. That certainly is just enough information to change things. Elige pulls 1 back. Wow. Second as well. Get off the box, which means he has to get out for the flames, but they had no idea Nap was there as well.
So strong. Great setup. Fnatic now riding the loss bonus, and they've got maximum, but they need a lot more than that. They're going to get some bomb plants here. They need some round victories. There's only a few rounds left at this stage. They're 10-2 down. Here's the replay of Twist. Just so happy to receive these opportunities. They have no idea where he is. And Elige goes above and beyond for Team Liquid there. Look how precise he is. For me, one of the best org users there is in the game. He's such a master with the weapon. There's Twist. Investigates towards the veteran. Doesn't fully commit. Crims hears him. Tries the preemptive fire towards the steps, but they receive a lot of utility damage in return.
JW already at the doorway. Spotted the nade being thrown. He can pounce on that. He will. Twist goes down and Elige reveals his position. Smokes it off for safety. Actually makes contact with JW. It's good for 2 damage. If a nade hits a standing player. Elige flash, he still finds Twist. JW makes his entry known the second time, though, the same way he did in the first, successfully. Nitro slipping back in. Oh, the smoke nearly turns. Gets a dink as well. Exist goes low. He's given his teammates a chance, but they're smoked off. And with an additional 1 deployed, the bomb plant surely comes through. Exist will do it deep in the corner. I don't think it spreads. I don't think it makes it, but Exist is trapped. 23 HP. There's no way he can help Crims hold off toward mid. He'll do it alone. He'll get napped down. Stewie on an op. He might have to grab the AK. Look, peek, swap guns, and go. Crims jumping toward the double. He's got the headshot angle. He doesn't need to do anything at this point because he can play immediately off the trade from Exist. Checks the corner. It's a natural thing to do. His position's already given up. Gets the information. Peek, and Crims does it perfectly.
It was a scrappy round, but they get it done there. You can see Stewie trying every trick in the book. The fake reload, the pre-fire. Didn't work out for him. Crims waits for his opportunity to stand tall on the box and take him down. It's Fnatic that finally claw 1 back and make their chances of winning this final a little bit better. It's round 14 of Fnatic will have money and the AWP available in the hands of Twist. And actually, can you believe it? Liquid are going to find themselves in a detrimental position. They've got pistols, MP9s, 2 rifles. Will we see the aggression come through? The standard incendiaries are thrown towards the underpass and Banana. Naf will fall back and just leave Stewie 2K to anchor. He's got 1 of the few rifles. So they'll send 4 players on the A side, trying to get themselves up on the atrium there. Twist looking for the first pick. He's got top of B. Teammates with him, but they're walking into the Lion's Den. Here's where Stewie 2K resides. So strong at holding bomb sites. Smokes them off, trying to funnel them towards that stack.
Nitro, quick check with the MP9. So first time Liquid have been limited for weapons. 10-5 and Fnatic are back in business. A lot of A presence. B hasn't gone their way, so they haven't bothered. That gap's going to work for Broland as well, and he's actually got the advantage on it. Elige couldn't quite see through. MP9 is all that's left inside of the pit. Naf has a pistol, and he's backed off. He's going to rotate over to B early. Unfortunately, that's when the hit comes through. He's realized the error in his ways. Nitro taken out.
No chance.
No, Stewie's going to have to hold on to the AUG for the next round.
We said 5 would be the magic number, considering how badly this has gone for Fnatic, and they've made a convincing case to get themselves in that position. Stewie will save the AUG. Fnatic don't really have enough to justify the hunts. They don't have any grenades right now. They want to make sure they're fully equipped for the final one. There's only CZs to gather really from Twist and Naf by Stewie. You know you're not going to find him. As they check all the common positions through CT spawn, I don't see them fully committing towards that B area. But finally, Fnatic building some foundations now. Enough to work with in the second half.
It's funny how rounds find themselves sometimes, and halves can work out to still be salvageable. Because at 8-1, I wouldn't have suggested we would find ourselves with Fnatic having any chance. But now, again, as 5 is the magic number, we have a game. And Liquid don't have a lot to defend the 15th round with.
Well, here we go. Final round of the first half of our 5th map. In this grand final, it's Fnatic who have the huge advantage in terms of the setup. All the bells and whistles, the rifles, the AWP up against 2 pistols and 2 rifles of Team Liquid. They make their way through. This is a default round. They have full banana control. Brolan has been known to go in by himself, try and find a pick while his teammates are ready to pounce on the other side of the map. Elige knows he needs a pick here. Flashes in towards Boiler Room. Doesn't spot anything. And they find the 11th round. It's looking very unlikely. Once again, they have 4 players stacked towards A. Nitro ready to jump around the corner if required. Smoke's going down, flashes 2, and this could be his moment to strike.
Boost potential for Naf. M4, they've got to take advantage of these guns.
Oh no, he didn't get the kill on the Crims though.
They desperately needed it, and Naf's tagged. It is still enough for JW to wrap it around and catch him off as they fall back, so the M4's drop momentarily. Nitro's gonna do what he can with it now. Brolan's been over toward B this whole time. Bomb's not heading that direction. In fact, it's wrapping the other way. 29. Crims has mid-wall. JW wants up the hallway. Elige with a CZ to hold off Pit this time. Brolan's gotten Stewie, and that's actually gonna force out the rotation. That 1 kill. But the bomb's not going because there's no time. So Brolan pushed that far forward. Nitro's gonna get it and realize it has to be on the A site. They're gonna wrap back. Elige, he does enough damage though, and that gives Twist the chance. Crims is low, and Twist will close out the round.
That is absolutely massive. This time it's Liquid. They find the impossible round at the end of the first half, extending their lead to 11-4. Surely this is a big enough total for them to close out this grand final. Only a few rounds separate them and the trophy. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second half.
endurance is as much part of skill for winning a best of 5 as anything, and although we had our doubts of Liquid on Dust 2, they've turned things around, and they lead 11-4. What does Fnatic have left in the tank?
Let's hope they've got a pistol round at least here, Matt. Liquid now on the T side. We'll have a look at the buys as they come through. We've got a smoke, 2 flashbangs. It suggests it'll be an A side attack because to go towards B, you'll famously need the 2 smokes. As they send 4 players down towards second middle, it will be a brawl at the top as JW does a little bit of damage there towards Stewie 2K, and he gets the first headshot. And they got to commit now. They've got 4 players in the apartments trying to make their way through as they focus towards the quad.
JW to spawn out both, gets the information at least for Broland to back off. He finds the headshots as he seems to do consistently on pistols, but JW and Broland down. It's Crims next. Bombs flung forward. They have to get the kill on Crims, and Twists. He's not falling off in this grand final. He does exactly that. His 17th kill, catching up to Naf, who leads on 19. Peter, I remind you, we need half that Canadian flag back as Exist. He wants to wrap back through nade to do damage. Nitro won't have 100 anymore. He's down to 71. He's alone, Exist. Kit and no armor. He's the tactical mind in this, but he's got the intel. Nearly got the aim onto Twists, but he finds it and closes it.
That was incredibly close. Exist, the way he's been playing this tournament, he had every chance to win that. Hits the first headshot, but couldn't get the second. It will be a much needed pistol for Fnatic that slips by. They're gonna have to force by in the second round here and give it their absolute all. They've got Deagle CZs. We've discussed this throughout the tournament. You can treat this like a gun round. With a new meta, you get enough to buy the smokes, the flashbangs, the HGs, along with your pistols and armor. It's an exciting round, and can Liquid almost solidify their chances of lifting the trophy? They pull this one up, they're 13-4 up, and then it's full eco. So essentially, this round is worth 2.
Flashed off the angle. JW nade will certainly do damage, and that'll help his Deagle. It's a good nade against armored opponents to get 2 of them. Sub 70, I say sub will give or take for Nitro. Tags Naf as well. He's on 23. 4 to go, and Liquid will finally get over the hurdle. They've tripped so many times. Even just as the history of the org. You go back to LG, Columbus, who went on to win the major. Liquid could have been in that position.
Yeah, it's so true. It really hasn't been the fairy tale story. Always had phenomenal teams and lineups, but never quite got over the finish line. Exist will be Molotov. Oh, he's lined them up. Twist will take down a teammate, but it's a worthy sacrifice to find Exist. And JW, he's finding the Deagle shots. They take the lead here, the 3 versus 2, but the smoke shots keep coming through. And now Broland and Crims have it all to do here. They're both in CT spawn. They have smokes and flashbangs available to them. First flash will be deployed. Team Liquid still with the advantage here as no kits are available.
Elige clearing out Banana, knows they're likely to be together on the pistols, so goes back to help Twist. Double nade through. Timing of Setch had to be coming from 2 players. No one can throw them that fast in synchronicity, so Elige is now ready and certainly waiting with Twist. He's gone to the coffins though, and a smoke down on Elige. Twist needs to turn around because Elige can't help, but they each find kills anyway, and it's now just 3 to go for Liquid.
And like I said, Matt, that round was worth 2. You now have $2,000 on the CT side of Inferno, 13-4 down in the 5th map. It's got to be the most gutting feeling, knowing that this round you just have to give away. You cannot justify a force at this point. You've got to go for broke, allow it to go to 14-4, then come back and have the perfect game. It's not impossible, but the likelihood of that coming through is so low. Fnatic are incredibly experienced players, but it takes something quite special to even imagine a world where that could happen. 5 players stacking towards middle. Burning in the flames here. Stewie 2K can just pick them off 1 by 1 here, but somehow the USP bests him. Doesn't mean too much because they can't recover that rifle, and there's still plenty of firepower towards the bottom.
You want to talk about getting over that final hurdle? There was another team that was famous for seconds, famous for choking in semis, for never winning despite having so much skill. That was Dignitas, that was TSM, that is now Astralis. Maybe this is all Liquid needs. Maybe this destroys the mental beast inside of them. Just getting that first victory on the board. Brolan, he's gonna let Naf go away. There's still one babysitting the bomb though, so it's not so easy that he'll find the Ninja, and Nitro won't let him. 2 to go.
Surely this is it now. Such a massive lead. They hold all the cards as well. There he is, Twists. Quiet on the previous map, but he's roaring loud now, 21-6. One more round will give them championship point. Fnatic, their backs to the wall. They have the AWP at Twist. Bare bones utility, no kits. One more round for Liquid. They bring out the Mac 10 for Nafly. He knows there's a few unarmored heads there, and they're going quickly towards the top of middle here. Contact play, looking to challenge. Smoke not down, but Crim's in position.
Quick shots from Crims. JW crossfire. Guns back out as Fnatic seem to have an answer. As Elige gets inside of the apartments, there is low HP on Crims. Brolan is still inside of pit. Watch the head showing. Stewie. Missed flick from Twist. Was actually tagged in response from the AK, but only marginally. Gap spotted by JW. The shot was less important than the information. Brolan couldn't follow it, but they funnel back, and JW's ready to pounce. 5 on 2. Liquid, just enough money that the first stage loss bonus will contribute to them forcing in the next round if they can't win this one. If they can't even get a bomb plant down, they should still be okay just on the threshold.
Absolutely. Well, Elige will be waiting for his opportunity now. As they hold up, Stewie 2K brings one back. This one isn't over just yet, but Twist looks like he's got that kill no problem. Takes Elige down. Stewie 2K would need a 4 versus 1 at this stage. He throws the flashes in. Any damage he can do will be worthwhile. Oh, that's not bad at all! He gets 2, and now he really is on for the clutch. 1 HP, 2 kills to find, one of which is Twist with the AWP, but he holds his nerve. That was a risk, man. Even going for that pick, he could have gone down, but he nails the shot. Stewie keeps them relatively modest with the couple of kills he gets and gives each member of his team an extra $800 for the bomb plant alone. It's Twist and Exist to survive here. They'll recover the AK-47, any utility they can find. 15-5 now. Fnatic still with so much work to do. Fatigue setting in, Jumpy trying to keep them in the game. Keep their morale high. There can't be much left in the tank now. Well over 5 hours of gameplay.
Not the longest best of 5 we've seen, but it's had a bit of everything. Except for overtime, just to note. I dare not say that right now.
I can't imagine that at this point, but if this tournament's anything to go by, never rule it out. Fast play from Nafly. They've got a chance to use these Hail Mary plays and try and close it out quickly, but it's Twist to find the first frag once more. Naf will go down, and this is where the frustration can set in. Can't even imagine what would happen if the comeback started here. Twist will look to walk through the smoke potentially here. They get closer and closer. Is Exist expecting this? Flash goes in. It's actually looking pretty good. I love this. Exist needs a couple, though, and he's delivered in that department. 4 versus 2. Elige locked out by the smoke. Stewie 2K is actually top of middle right now.
And Crims was back towards CT as well, so yes, it looked very promising that they'd overwhelmed Twist so successfully, but Stewie on Brolan, that could be the round, though. This is actually pretty clever, though. Brolan undetected, he'll catch the bomb surely.
Well, Stewie hasn't checked it, you're right. So he will kill Elige, almost certainly, Brolan, that is. Oh, he missed the first shot, but he gets the kill. That's all he had to do. Even if Stewie gets him now, he's won the round. And Cedric, that's pretty cool. The fact he has the smoke available there just to stay alive and make sure his teammates can rotate in and denies the plant and wins in the round. That's very well done from Brolan. Stewie brings one back. Always has potential to win these.
Again, though, the worst case scenario is that the bomb went down in this exchange. It's a triangle right around Stewie. Needs a little more than a 2K. Picks up the bomb, tries to plant it as safely as he can. Don't push from Library yet. Moto's not close enough. Crims, he had the angle right, but Exist was too fast from the other side. And oh, it's getting personal now. It's getting lethal. Stewie wants to get rude in the first half. They'll give it right back to him.
I love that. Well, starting to get on their feet now. Still one away from championship point, Liquid. This is where the mind games can begin, and Fnatic are trying to play them. They keep 3 players up here. They're finding the consistent first pick. You can see exactly what Liquid are trying to do. The fast plays at the start with their star players trying to get the opening pick. But Staka can start throwing rounds away. Exist looks incredibly powerful towards this B side. You see him helping himself to 2 frags there. Closes things out, and he's had enough. He wants to show Stewie that he will fight back.
Yeah, I think Stewie's ruffled some feathers. Exist after that had a look of anger on his face. That was personal. He's annoyed with that. He's been around a while. He knows about all sorts of sportsmanship. Keep in mind that if Exist were to win this, if Fnatic could somehow pull this back, he would become, again, the most winning player in CSGO, I should say, and Broland would get his first. That's the difference between the two in terms of experience.
That's crazy.
Quick shots back inside of the smoke. Exist with Twist, bottom of Banana. On the opposing side, the terrorist side, Twist is inside of Boiler with the Liege working toward the doorway. JW this time is shooting to kill. That gap is wider for a reason than when he played on the M4 and he has the Liege down. Back for the bomb. Back to Banana, but an early and aggressive op kill toward middle. They think Banana's for free. Exist trying to take the aggro. Twist is traded out by Twists. They're also low though. Exist did so much damage, but Twist finds his second. He's got an AK picked up. Crims has to rotate around toward Coffins. They don't have any utility. They've got one towards CT. That was the only smoke they had, so Coffins is the call. Boost against their own smoke as well. That's clever. Twists finds his third. Nearly goes for more on Crims, but can't find it. He sprayed into Nap, and he got them both at the end with Nitro. He has it down to the one-on-one. He knows Crims was out toward Ruins. This is for championship point. And how have they pulled this round back? Crims has a kit. He's got armor. He's got no nades. Nitro has time to make up for the deficit in HP. And he has more information now as well because Crims is tapped, but he's playing it in behind Orange's one. Nitro needs to check. He's on it. He's on it, and Nitro doesn't have an angle. He's too far removed.
Oh boy, Crims. He saves them from peril. That boost, you're absolutely right, Matt. On the B side, looking in CT spawn. That's creative on the fly play. Very impressive, but Crims strikes with a double spray down. Of course, he holds his nerve in the 1 versus 1. Full defuse, spotted the opportunity. New Nitro is towards spawn. And they keep the dream alive here. A scary round nonetheless. Round 22. This final really has delivered on all fronts. Can Fnatic go any further at this point? They've managed to scrape together the last 3 rounds, all down to defuses. Liquid are so tantalizingly close each time to finding that championship point, but they can't close it out.
They're holding their own, though. Again, you said it, diffuses, 3 of them. They've gotten the bombs down. They're not getting overwhelmed yet. 14-7 certainly is a scoreline they've seen before. And they've seen victories and losses from it just the same, so they'll take nothing for granted. Inside of Boiler, JW wants top middle. Counter flash out from the tees. He saw it all the way through. Crims is going to back off with him. Missed the shot. They were ready to retreat. The mentality was no longer quite so hyper-focused upon shooting, and as a result, couldn't connect. Stewie might try the same over toward B, though. The timing on that smoke. The first one just dissipated. I think they followed it up, so there should be a full 15 seconds. JW, no mistake on the second one. And a push through it, B. Twist goes aggressive. He'll fall to Elise, but he got the shot at least on a Stewie.
That's great stuff, and they're going to try and pincer from the CT spawn area. Exist isolated, and Nitro, he's holding off the flanks, but it's an equal trade, and Fnatic will maintain the man advantage here, but Exist needs at least one kill. He's done such a good job. He might be able to close this one out. 8 seconds remain. Elise desperately plants in the corner. I think he's got it down, but they know where he is. He is isolated. Good flashbang. He peeks out. He can definitely win this as they get closer and closer to his position. He gets the first. Can he find the second? It's not going to happen. And another 1 versus 1 goes in favor of Crims. They denied championship point once again. This is starting to be a conversation now, Matt. Fnatic are getting closer and closer to double digits. And that's where we get to the points where we can start thinking this might happen.
Timeout Team Liquid as a result of that as well. They know the situation. Don't let this get out of hand. Elise did very well to jump from Orange's 2-1. The fact that he was able to wrap around and get perfectly positioned to plant the bomb without being shot gets it into a one-on-one. But Fnatic still win the round. That's all that matters at this point. 4 in a row, all on defuses.
4 in a row. And it's come right down to the wire every single time.
And as frustrating as that is, when you are that close, surely something has to give at some point. They can't change too much.
Here's the replay of Elise. Did so well to even get that plant down. They had to pounce them together. Crims is just playing out of his mind in these key situations. Money is running thin on both sides. Stewie just with the Galil. But you can see the FAMAS for Brolan there. Twist with the MP9 as they start round number 23. It looks like a faster approach towards middle here from the Team Liquid boys. They've got smoke down towards the arch side already. Twist with full control of B though, however, and here is the push. JW taking a lot of damage. This time does not have the AWP for that first kill. Oh, Twist is brave.
Mid-wall already. Twist is in Nitro. Smokes down in front of Crims. He's still firing in though, and he's gotten one. No answer. They can't trade that because they can't see it. Nitro knows they're likely to be. Oh my God. Towards CT, and Crims finds a second through the smoke.
That's so sick by him. What is he on right now? 5 on 3. No utility for the T side, but Nafly, he's got plenty of aim left in reserve.
His 20th, so he's been quiet for a while now. That's his first in 4 rounds. Brolan, oh no, he's just outdone them. Naf's gone by, he calls it. JW gets the information. He follows up on Stewie, bombs down the site. Elise with nowhere to go, and Brolan finds that as well. It's 14-9, and that was convincing from Fnatic.
They're starting to believe now on the CT side. You can see it. Team Liquid is starting to shrink. These desperate buys are not leading them to any sort of success now. The loss bonus will only get you so far. You do need consecutive plants to maintain the full buy. They're going to have to take the partial, and that's where Fnatic will find double digits. Crims is just pulling out all the stops right now. 2 kills through smoked. That is unreal. Deagles, Tech 9s, and P250s, basic utility. Liquid will throw everything they've got towards the top of B. A little bit of damage towards Twist. And he goes down to 61. As they try and battle for the banana control once again.
We were sitting here soaring the highs of Liquid. At 11-4 at half, started off 3-0 this time. This would be more painful than any.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
is the closest they've been. If they fall now, this will hurt more than any of the other 10 that they were unable to close out. You couldn't script it. You couldn't write that. You couldn't be that cruel. Not even George R.R. Martin is that damn cruel.
I can't even imagine it happening. But right now, the big execution's coming through. Crims, of course, he's the one to find the first shot. But Twist does pull one back. It's looking pretty decent. They've segregated the CTs now. There's a chance of the plant as they recover a rifle. Remember, they have armor as well here.
Bomb down. Simple execution's going to pay off for them. Boost up for JW late. No one peeking it, though. And he gets nothing for it. But he does have the position when the peaks come through, so he can stay put. And that's still a problem. He could be a turret. Next water as the smoke fades. Naf sneaks out underneath. It's the man advantage now for Liquid, but a lineup, and Roland makes no mistake on that. He's certainly got his foot forward for MVP of Fnatic 2. Pulls back to Nitro. He might do it on his own. He's got it down to just Crims. He's low this time. He's clutched back too. Surely not another. Tries to bait out the defuse. Nitro peeks, confirms that he's not on it, and Elise holds his nerve. It's championship point for Liquid.
It took the Pistols, a basic execution, and one missed shot from Fnatic. It's what we call the snowball effect. You get that one rifle, put it in the hands of someone like Nitro, and he can win that round out for you. All it took was the bomb going down, and all of a sudden, the chances for Fnatic making this comeback a reality are starting to shrink. Now they need to fight for overtime. 6 rounds in a row. Their money is absolutely wrecked here. If they win this round, it'll be nothing short of impressive. Round 25. This is as good a chance you're ever going to get to lift a trophy. You're in the 5th map. You're 15-9 up. They're broken financially. And what's to play? They'll hold a slow default for now. The curse looking to be lifted here for Liquid. And indeed the trophy as well.
Molotov bounced over, exists, takes the initiative to get aggressive. He has to. Suddenly how this game turns. Just when Fnatic got the momentum. Liquid alleviate all pressure. Good find from Naf. Nearly transferred it back to Twist. 4-on-4 with 55 seconds and the defense thinned. This is a team that's waited so long to finally win one. They've been so close on so many occasions. Too many. They beat Astralis at iBuyPower to start the year, but it wasn't quite what this event is. It's not a tier 1. It was proof they could do it, but they've got to actually do it to make it true. And Nitro gets Twist, they've got their best chance. They're in the sight. Bomb for Stewie. Desperate spray from JW. Crims goes to the banana position, but Elise has him down. Liquid are that much closer. Twist still waits, he'll peek. Roland spotted. He's got the CZ and he's gone. It's all on to JW. Smoke to wait, and it's done finally. Finally, Liquid get their notch on a Grand Slam. The first of 4 they'll go after, the first tier 1 event, and Stewie is the answer, it turns out, after all.
Commiserations to Fnatic. They played their heart and soul out today. But you've got to respect the skill of Team Liquid. Finally, they've done it. They've managed to get themselves in a position where they can actually do it. Inferno was a real test at the end, but they pulled out all the stops. An epic grand final there, all the maps, all the rounds. It was up and down for them, but they managed to stick the landing at the end.
They certainly did. Fnatic gave them everything they could. They gave this entire event everything they could. And you can forget Blast, you can forget Pro League, you can forget Chicago, you can forget New York, you can forget ECS, forget them all because IEM is finally Liquid.